So Dr. Boom is back once again, and this time he comes with a pretty spicy battle cry, resurrecting some big friendly mechs and then attacking random enemies with them, which can go face, of course. And when you have cards like Deep Miner Brann in standard, they can double up your battle cries. That means summoning lots of big mechs and potentially hitting the opponent for a lot of damage with those big mechs. And when you got new big mechs like the testing dummy that have a death rattle that can damage people, you've got yourself a pretty spicy potential little combo set up here to push a ton of damage. So I had to try Inventor Boom in this Reno shell and just added a bunch of cool mechs, a bunch of big taunt synergies, and some monster late game plays like this gigantic crazy 9 mana Ziliax Deluxe. So I think you'll enjoy just how greedy this deck really feels, because it does do some absolutely silly sorts of things. Kind of dead. Forge is at least something to do though, which is nice. Throwing this into the hero power feels weird, but it's just, you know, we need discounts. We need to get things moving. So Flames on 2, Firework on 4 looks good. We can live with all that. The boom bots are fun. Oh, okay. Well, Powderman on 2 instead. No taunts in hand, so. Oh, it does buff deck though. Yeah, no, that's better. Deck 2. Giving all these hand buff cards the deck all bonus has been such a great feeling thing. Almost all this stuff comes out now where it's hitting both things, sometimes all three things, board and everything else. Yeah, this is fun. We'll chill on the furnace. We don't have a lot of rush minions for this, which sucks, but we have stuck mechs a few times and we don't want to eat our discount right now, so. Ooh, demon reduction stuff. Okay, this card just looks really good. Just does a lot, you know? One of those cards that just does a ton of things. Okay. Hand is very anemic right now. Need a Brann, need a Boom, need a, you know, Reno. Need some card draw. There's quite a few ways to draw and generate cards in this list, so I haven't felt like we've had small hands much at all until literally right now. It's feeling a bit tiny though. Demon Hunter, do they have a good way to handle, like, if I stack up big magnetic? Do they have good single target removal available right now? I doubt they have much. Discover a demon. Okay. This trade also just feels kind of good right now. I mean, you know, putting this to 8/6 and leaving it with 5 health as an 8/5 is probably okay, but it doesn't feel like it's the best use of the extra health necessarily.
Not enough time.
Okay, Boombot. Nope. Okay, still a good trade though. Yeah. This one's only hand. It only hits Gatekeeper. I mean, it's still good on curve play. Again, though, I'm just kind of devoid. Wow, big damage, dude. Crazy. We got 4 and 4. Let's go. I'm just devoid of good follow-up lines right now. I just have nothing exciting to do. We really need to hit Brann. I think Brann would go a very long way. So they've played miniaturized guy. Dude, this one's cute. That's a cute one. I like that one. So maybe looking for a big effect on this one that's cheap, right? Last one, you're probably looking for whatever. Kind of anything fits fine. Okay, good answer to that. Brann? No. Dude, this is one of the worst hands. I feel like I have not had many bad hands in this deck. I'm just playing I'm playing a 3-2 that deals 1 damage, bro. This is awful. Hey, there we go. That's a good card. All right, finally some card draw. Let's go. Blast Tortoise. Boom! Nice. So Boom doesn't actually currently have a good pool. He's just got the one guy, which is not going to be worth it, I don't think. Even though the opponent's at 17, we're going to need more than that. Assembly Bot can get you there, right? But that's still a few turns away, so we're a ways off from Boom feeling good in that case. You know, after having played this, again, I made this kind of arena version that was fun with Brann and stuff, and you know, I thought Double Battle Cry sounded really enjoyable, which it is, but I think the mech package is just consistent enough. Like mech taunts with Boom seems like it would be very good, because sometimes we've hit that side of the deck in this and just ran over people, and it feels like we weren't even doing it the right way. You know, there was like opportunities for even more consistency, even more ability to run over people. So it feels like some lost opportunity for sure. Okay, Argus Emerald Star. Definitely one of the weaker Titans in general, I feel like. Which is crazy because it's not even bad. It's not bad at all. It's just some of the Titans are so nuts by comparison, it just sort of feels weaker, you know? This thing is really making me annoyed right now, though. Yeah, I mean, I got a Brann, right? It's crazy. It's one of those you got to get it down sooner rather than later. It's still not perfect because we're leaving this alive, but we're at least damaging it a ton. Blast Tortoise can definitely clear it up next turn. The bigger problem is perhaps Magtheridon. I mean, I do have Blast Tortoise Bellowing Flames though, so this hits for 6, and then this hits for a lot too. We might be okay. If we got that buff, we could buff this for +4. The 4-drop buff guy. Did we already play that though? I think we already played that, didn't we? Did we play that, or did we only play the guy? No, we only played the guy. No, we could get. Oh, but I don't know, man. We're only at 9. So never mind. Yeah, we're gonna have to rely on this into this, which could be fine. In some ways, Magtheridon's less scary now, arguably. I don't know if that's a great argument, but arguably. As long as stuff is not 6, this will clear, right? Because it's gonna be 10 left over, and this is only gonna be at 6. So I mean, it could actually, even a few things bigger than 6 health would be fine, but 6 health is really the magic break point. I forgot there's a Hunter Secret. Is that disruptive at all? Oh, they make it dormant again. Nice. Yeah, I think it is scarier that way. I mean, good news is we can kind of armor up through it in some ways. It's not that scary, but pretty cool. It's like a build your own Mograine in Death Knight. This is on my list of deck ideas to try, so I may try that too. So now testing dummy becomes a lot more interesting. Are we worried about the final stage of this? What is it? Discover a death rattle minion? No, we're just gonna do this and then we're gonna boom. There's no Hunter Secret that screws me, right? I don't think so. Boom, I think we'll summon this and the Doombot guy, and they'll start attacking. And now sadly they won't really die. These don't like attack random enemy minions and then die. So the fact that it's got high health here could, the other one may die. There's a good chance the other one dies, but this one's probably not gonna die on the res. I do sort of need it to die now too, though, to be honest. In some ways, and it's gonna take 3, so that's a start. And they can give stuff rush, so surely this dies, right? Surely it does die. Oh, it's maybe I'm gonna die. Don't give that Wind Fury. Well, I guess it doesn't actually matter if this is a Wind Fury. It's more about their face having Wind Fury would be worse. Okay, well that is something that will kill off the Doctored Boom guy if it attacks. I'm just worried about taking a ton of damage here. Oh, Reborn too. Good lord. Kill this off so the Reborn is exposed, please. Nice. Okay, that helps a lot. Because now this next one's much more likely to... Bro, this is scary. I'm taking so much damage potentially. Am I dead? Ziliax. I can only do this twice, but is this ever lethal? I'm getting two of the guys that deal 16 and some boom bots. I don't know. I think we just Ziliax for now. This kind of heals me back to full almost. It kind of removes one of these problems immediately. It, you know, it does still leave that guy open to do some scary stuff, yes. But I don't know. Hopefully between all of these, it's okay. Like this dies when it hits in, so they gotta like clear everything first if they want to push. And even then, I'm back to 24. This just feels safer basically to me. Now it does admittedly put some worse cards in the boom pool. Not that the Ziliaxes are necessarily bad cards in the boom pool, but I think they are probably worse. I mean, maybe I like the Ziliax better than the boom bot summoning guy, but I definitely like it worse than the Death Rattle Astalor guy. Now, I don't know if this summons two unique friendly mechs. In that case, we might get one or the other guaranteed. I'm not sure. Either way, ultimately, as long as I'm not at risk of death, this is just going to summon 4 gigantic mechs, which is a monster play. We also still have Blast Tortoise too to be good. Let's not forget about that either. Also a sick play. Yeah, but this Ziliax with Brann is so crazy, dude. You thought old school Ziliax was good. Imagine the 21 damage version, dude. Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, they're just cleaning these up. It's just too much pressure, probably, right? Chaos Nova's pretty good. Are they not gonna finish this turn? Oh, they took too long. Bummer indeed. Yeah. I don't know if the opponent's dead, but they're very close. I think they... Oh, bro! No, I forgot about this idiot! Nice! I forgot about this idiot. Furious Furnace is a card that's really kind of better late, even though it's a 2-drop. It's one we want to like magnetize. We don't really want to play it for 2. This, by the way, how did this get in here? I just needed new cards and it seemed pretty decent, to be honest. It seems good. Just generate some crazy frost spell outs, you know? That's good stuff. Man, this is the hand. New testing dummy, new fireworker, new inventor boom. Like, this is nice. Do we ever not play a firework? Well, I guess since we only have 1-ofs in this deck, we're playing both of these anyway, right? Yeah. It would be cool to get a Brann down first, though, to double some of this battle cry action. Sorry, I had to check on Regina here on her little night cam. Noitron's a little bit of a throwaway for sure. Now this would be a good bot to bring back off Doom. Oh, it's Astral Automaton stuff. Ugh, it could be hard for me to remove. I do have some brawls, so we have ways to start addressing these kinds of cards. Maybe we just get ahead with Boom too and start smacking. Blast Tortoise has hand buffs too, potentially. We have some hand buffs, so this could be another way to deal with automatons. But the opponent has just gotten off to a great start. Were they Whizbang? They were. Oh boy. Uh-oh. This is what they call bad news. I'm gonna need a brawl, man. This is honestly pretty good though. We can go for this guy next turn with coin. And then trigger his death rattle. Try to eat through some of this stuff, you know. Hopefully these don't get a lot bigger here. It's a little bigger. I mean, I'm still gonna face tank one, right? Oh boy, that hurts. Brawl? Oh! I think it's gotta get saved. I don't think it's time yet. I think we try to high roll this a little bit, man. We need to kill the one I hit is the main thing. Nice! Nice! Snipes! So now after these trade in, these at least, well, yeah, if they trade in before playing something, these will die. They play something first to try to hedge. We might have a better Brawl or maybe a better Blast Tortoise. Even 2 damage could be pretty good. Zola is good, but a little slow. Boom Wrench too, by the way, with Fireworkers, kind of cool. Get some boom bots. Oh, actually, no, this is fine. No, they're totally... Oh, yeah, no, this is great. Just 1 automaton. I would have maybe played this first to buff the other ones, perhaps? I mean, maybe not. You don't have to. Yeah, I mean, this is a nice play into the boom soon. It's scary because, you know, I'm leaving up an automaton to attack, but there's a lot of chip damage again, and it's really good for Brawl sometimes, too, to have all these Doom bots. Boom bots! Marvel Snap has made it very hard to not confuse Dr. Boom and Dr. Doom. It was already hard, and now it's even harder. Okay, another big buff. Hitting for 6, yeah. I mean, as this currently stands, I kind of like the look of, like, Blast Tortoise trade. Yeah, that second trade's risky, but I do have a taunt down, so it's a little less risky. Oh, this is kind of perfect. Right? I only have 2 mana left after. Like, there is a world where these boom bots kind of screw me. But not usually. Because usually, like, this will die or go to 1, and then you have pretty dang good odds. Yeah, nice. Okay, pretty dang good odds. So I think Inventor Boom is fine here. It's gonna have the 2 big guys, the taunt and the well, this guy hasn't actually died yet. So he needs to die first, I guess, and then Boom becomes good. Pip? What's left? Oh, man. 3 cards. Are they all automatons? No way. No way. Well, this suddenly feels like Brawl, doesn't it? Because you don't really trust... Like, trade in, you don't really... Well... I mean, you do get another 5 and another of the other guy, the Death Rally guy that goes off too. It might work. It actually might work. Okay, I'm just gonna Brawl though. Maybe play this first to get the Doom bots in the Brawl. Yeah. Did I say Doom bots again? Boom bots. Boom bots. This gives me 4 good results. I don't care if the Pip wins, just not the automatons. Nice. Okay. Even better result, sure. Oh, wait. Oh my god, it was almost lethal. Maybe I did want an automaton to win because I could have went for lethal. I didn't even know they were so low. This is what I talked about when reviewing these cards, though, is like the potential to just like whittle people down with them. You can really just kind of get a lot of whittling damage. They are taking some risks here, dude. Oh my god, they're snipers. They should have maybe played that first so that they reduce the odds of going face, right? I think I would have. Like, this has a pretty good chance of just killing them. The minions can both attack face, and the death rattle can go off and attack face. Nice! Let's go. Easy. Like, this had, you know, 8 damage as well. Okay, Detonating Juggernaut plus Blast Tortoise is a pretty sick setup. Oh my god. We don't save both of these for post-Brann, but I think you save the Blast Tortoise for post-Brann. Could be a really nice clear. Oh! Whizbang Shaman. So 3 quests, Murlocs, Battle Cries, and Overloads. When I played this deck, it did feel a little clunky. It's like just some old school Murlocs that weren't very good. So that makes me kind of relieved, I guess. I think we have a decent chance to win this. Yeah. Yeah, okay. We're not excited about armor, but obviously armor we have to hold. Gatekeeper is, again, a great card to get buffed off Juggernaut, so I think we'll wait. We can't wait forever if they have high pressure starts, but this is not high pressure. We'll just literally armor through this even. I don't even care. It's one of those where does Juggernaut still wait for after Brann? I don't think so. I think we play this. The +2/+2 is still a really good little mark to hit. And it just gets us moving a little bit on board. Dude, this one hits all three. That's crazy. Sludge Slurper was always such a good card, and here it hits all three. It's like the dream for this deck. If this deck could just run all Sludge Slurpers, I think it would. So yeah, we might even play the Bronze Gatekeeper here too, because it's not going to get any bigger, right? But Brann on 6 into either Tortoise or Testing Dummy on 7. Testing Dummy does feed the Boom, but Boom needs, I think, at least 2 mechs, maybe arguably 4, but I think probably just 2, since this kind of is like two separate battle cries with Brann. I bet you only need 2, but I don't even have 2 right now because this is not a mech, right? This is just a beast, so we do need more. Do we go all in on the Annoyotron with Magnetize? I'm worried about like a Hex or something, maybe. I don't know what this deck has access to. I didn't see a Hex when I played it. I mean, ultimately, if we have to blast Tortoise prior to Brann because the board has gotten out of hand, I guess that's not a huge problem. It's big enough that it's answering most of these boards anyway, right? Yeah, this is pretty good. They get to hit for 7. Wonder if they ever prioritize the like stats here and trade in small instead, because you could go 5 and 2 and 2. It's less face damage, but against a warrior, you maybe don't care about face damage. You might care more about board stabilization. This board is like just small enough that I kind of feel confident about. Like, you could kind of play Brann here. It's what, 7? Like, this is a ton of healing later. Tortoise gets more minions later too. I think we gotta find Brann windows, and this is a pretty good Brann window, all things considered. So Tortoise now deals 8, which will probably have to take a Tortoise turn and then a Testing Dummy turn. Justicard turn on 7's also kind of reasonable, but we don't expect these to like trade into the Brann or anything. We think these will go face and just develop more stuff. It's more stuff indeed, yeah. Do they trade in face to Brann or just swing all face? Because this guy's still pretty good too. I wanted to really try to push the Boom sooner. But Tortoise is just a 4/9, which is nice. Oh, they're going all face. Okay, so I think we Tortoise. And then, wow, Containment Unit's insane too. I guess Containment Unit probably doesn't count if you magnetize it for Boom, right? It's probably lost in the shuffle because it never actually really dies. The minion it's attached to dies. But it is still a good big body for Boom. So next turn to me feels like Testing Dummy, armor up, because we need that dummy in for the Boom. Like, we're gonna try to turn the corner and win with Boom soon. What? I think they forgot they were overloaded. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's good for us. I mean, maybe they just didn't have much else to do and didn't really need the value, because they're getting pretty close anyway to a bunch of Murlocs, right? Well, they're still 4 out of 8, so not exactly. Rubicon is the scary one, though. Spells casting twice, especially if they have any damage, is scary. We could go for a Justicard turn here, right? Hero Power into Justicard Hero Power for 6 if we're worried. Boom Wrench, alternatively, is actually a ton of damage. It's actually lethal, I think. Oh no, maybe not. If I had another boom wrench, it might be, assuming these both get to attack. I don't think it's well, I also have containment unit too for a big damage hit. This is not lethal though, right? Because we'd have 10 and this hits for 8. Well, if they have a board especially, they'd have to have kind of an empty board for any of this plan to work. So never mind. It's definitely not without an empty board. So do we take a true heart turn and respect the Brucon? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if they have any burst damage anyway. There's still actually a couple overload cards away as well. It's not like they're close yet. Oh, there's some damage, but it's being used to remove. Yeah, I felt like this guy was the worst card in the deck. He's so bad. Just so old school, man. How can you expect a card like that to be any good? So, I mean, do we respect the minions here and just play a big guy so that Brann's like ready to go? You know? Or not Brann, I mean Boom. I mean, the weird thing is, I don't know if the opponent's gonna be able to kill these very easily. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We might just start hitting for 12 and Boom's still bad because I don't know if they can kill these. If we can like trade them in, I mean, theoretically that's cool, but they are spending a ton of mana on stuff that's just not really advancing anything. So this could be Boom Wrench, just activate this Death Rattle and hit for 12. I can activate both Death Rattles and push out 16 plus 12, which is 28, but it doesn't kill them necessarily. It's probably still a very good play for the record. The opponent is just not doing anything here. Just struggling, man. Reno's active too. All right, let's just push. Right, this is nuts. So we activate the Death Rattle once. We activate the Death. Oh, I forgot I had a second Death Rattle, so I'm not necessarily getting the testing dummy. I am okay with it in theory, right? It's actually kind of fine. I just got an 8/8. I kind of forgot though. I was admittedly expecting to push another 8 here. But again, it's chill. We got an 8/8. I like it. 8/8s are pretty cool. We kind of don't need either, to be honest. We're just in such a good spot. Okay. So now Doom is pretty much, well, I mean, the board is currently just crazy lethal. But Boom is the next level of that. Yeah, this Shaman deck definitely felt like the worst of the Whizbang decks to me too. You can see the opponents having the same sort of struggles here. I'm personally not remotely surprised. Cool. This is always lethal because no matter how the Death Rattle rolls. Wait. Oh, of course. I only needed one to get both of them anyway. I was thinking I was only getting one, but with Brann, you get both with one. This was gonna hit for another 16, dude. This is crazy. Okay, yeah, Target Dummy and Unlucky Powderman's definitely a good pairing. Target Dummy is the exact sort of thing we're looking for. Hey, it's Clark again. Earlier, we played him with Warlock. He's like Priest, I think, at that stage. Quality Assurance into Powderman's kind of cool. A little greedier though. If he's a super fast piratey style deck, we might need to Powderman right away. I don't know though. I think he's more likely to play combo-y stuff. My guess is like deadly poison combo stuff. That's what I think we'll see. Draw a minion. If it's a pirate, get a coin. Yeah. Yeah, let's get some taunts, man. Taunts are good against deadly poison, of course. Flunky's pretty good too, man. We're stacking up some stats. Stacking up some stats. Coin, raiding party. He's just stacking up value, man. Crazy. Scared. Yeah, copies are good for hand buffs, right? So next turn it's probably just Powderman. I think you just play an Annoyotron. I don't think you maybe worry about getting it buffed. I guess I don't hate a hero power if we're expecting a smorky kind of game plan. Sometimes, oh, this is making me think less smork. Now I'm thinking more about like, oh, well, no, it still has pirates. So I'm still thinking about smork a little, but this might just be a card draw engine. This may not be the actual main game plan. Bro, I don't know the game plan anymore. I've lost the thread here. Caricature artist, yeah. I'm just gonna play the Annoyotron. I don't think the stat buff on it's very meaningful. It does mean something here, and certainly doesn't hurt here, but it's just not that meaningful. The Annoyotron is annoying in essence. It doesn't need help to be annoying. It's just annoying at its core. So Brann would be a nice draw. This can help me find it. This can help me find Boom. This also just helps you find sometimes very, very big mechs. So a reasonable card to play, but it is a bit off curve. Give your weapon durability. So this does feel like maybe going for some deadly poison stuff. I still don't know. This is an odd weapon. Like it's an odd, it's a death rattle, but it's just a 1/3. I think is probably the more likely explanation for this. Like that's why you want to do it. Monster double 6/5 Ziliax in play. Yeah, I think I want to save some taunts for later. Magnetics are cool. Annoyotron could get magnetized with Furious Furnace, but it's not exactly a super exciting play. Okay, here's some card draw blow up. What's about to happen? Scoundrel. I'm just hopeful if, this is like deadly poison wackiness that, we're able to taunt our way through it for a while. We don't, have endless taunts. This is gonna be a very good looking Blast Tortoise at the moment though. My God. Blast Tortoise is crazy. They are drawing a million cards though. They're gonna deck out in 0 time. Okay. Yeah, we love the Blast Tortoise, man. Guess we just push face, eh? What else are we gonna do? So 3 taunts down. Next turn we could go containment on Annoyo if it's up. I don't know if that's the best play necessarily, but target dummy or testing dummy also becomes pretty spooky for him, just dealing 8. Ziliax, big life gain and big taunt. Chain Gang, 2 taunt bodies is nice. This is where I think we're gonna see some deadly poisons. Yeah, there's the gift. Into some deadlies. Can I just keep enough taunts going here though is the question, right? Or just like kill him as well. Because he's taking damage by hitting. He doesn't have life steal. This is 5 and 6. This is theoretically another 8. I think for now we just do this. This softens him up a ton potentially. Play this after to discount our next mech. So I can play Ziliax next turn if I need to, which has both taunt and life gain potentially. Recommend deck him though. If this lives too, becomes just a monster lethal option. Although you kind of expect him to hit this, but I guess he's gonna almost die if he hits this. Leroy just to stay alive. Yeah, this is just too much. Yeah, it's just too much. Taunts. Yeah.